is that time again. We're going to be doing my Shop My Stash. I just filmed this look using the new Hocus Pocus 2 collaboration with ColourPop. This is what the color story and the inner artwork is looking like. I really enjoyed working with this palette. Pretty sure that video is going to go up after this one, so be sure to look out for that one. But let's go on ahead and jump right on in. Let me show you guys my Halloween decor that I have in my background. You can see this in the background when I'm filming, but it's kind of blurry, so can't really see it like really close up. So I thought I would give you guys a close-up view of what's back here. Right here we have this really pretty skull. I got this little rib cage, and these are like skeleton hands that are folded to make a heart. I got all three of those from the Dollar Tree. I thought they were so freaking pretty, kind of elegant but spooky at the same time. This sign also came from the Dollar Tree. I planned on getting just one to go downstairs in my living room, but somehow I accidentally bought two, so I thought I'd just go ahead and put that in my background for Halloween. And then I have, this is the packaging for the Nomad Hudson Valley palette. I have all of my Nightmare Before Christmas themed palettes up here, which I absolutely love. I mainly keep these for decor pieces. And then this was the little card that came with the Halloween palette. But that is what we are working with right now for Halloween. I will be switching this out when Halloween passes, just for like a simple fall theme going in November, and then of course all Christmas when December gets ready to roll around. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to give you guys a more close-up view of what this looked like back here. So the first thing we're going to do is switch out our eyeshadow palettes. I like doing the palettes first because then it makes it easier to decide, you know, what blushes, highlighters, all that you want to pull out. So let's go ahead and pull out the ones that I'm going to put back. I'm going to put back the Age of Opulence from Beauty Bay. This one is just so pretty. Lots of jewel tones in here. We're going to put that one back. We're also going to put back the Cartagena palette from Nomad. It's a really pretty orange and yellow theme. Gorgeous for the fall. But we're going to go ahead and put that one back. And do I want to put back the Blend Bunny or use it a little bit more? I think I'm going to go ahead and put this one back as well. I'm going to keep out my Tarte Man-Eater palette. This one is just so pretty, perfect for the fall. We're going to keep this one out a little bit longer. I'm also going to keep out my Kombucha palette. This one is from Revolution, so we'll hang on to this one for just a little bit longer. I have been loving this one. And we're also going to keep out our Hudson Valley palette from Nomad. This one has become my favorite Nomad palette so far. Stunning, perfect for the fall, just gorgeous. All right, so let's put these back, and then we are going to pull out some new ones. As you can see, the top drawer is starting to get a little full again. I did go ahead and put the Nomad Paradise palette back into my collection. I'm going to give it another try before I decide that I'm completely done with it. This one goes in the top, so we're going to put that to the side. I'm just going to throw this one in here for now. I'm going to have to kind of reorganize everything, but I'm going to do that later. I'm going to pull out the It's Freaking Bats. This one is the first collaboration between Batty Bean and Shroud Cosmetics. Such a pretty kind of spooky Halloween themed color store, so we're going to pull this one out. And then in this drawer, we have the Hollow Bean palette. This one is the newest collaboration between Batty Bean and Shroud. This is what this color store is looking like. I definitely want to use these some more. I want to do a look using both palettes, maybe for like TikTok or Instagram, so we're going to pull this one out. This one I just got. This is the Rich Luxe collaboration palette with Spoiled Lips. Let me know, guys, if you want to see me use this palette. I thought the artwork was really cute, and I've never used a Spoiled Lips formula before. Color story is looking really cute, so if you would like to see a video with me using this palette, or you'd like to see me do a look with this for TikTok or Instagram, let me know, and I will definitely do that for you. I think I'm going to pull this one out. This is the Profusion Upbeat Orange. I think I'm going to take this one. Do I want to pull anything else out? I have a lot of palettes that I do want to get more use out of, but you know, I only have 2 eyes, so trying to pull everything out all at once is difficult. Anything in this drawer? I don't think so. I think for now we are good. I don't think there's anything in here that I'm wanting to pull out specifically, you know, for rotation. I'm going to put this one up here. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm running out of space, so let me put it on this side. Is there anything else up here that I'm wanting to pull out? I don't think so. I think for now we're good. What about here? I think I'm going to pull out my Glam Light wine palette. I'm trying to decide going into the next declutter if I want to keep the wine and the Dirty Martini palette. So we're going to pull this one out and play with this a little bit more. And I think that is actually going to be it. I think I'm pretty good on everything else. I do still have the Mandalorian palette over here, which I am going to keep out. I didn't get the chance to really play with this much, so I want to keep this one in this rotation and go ahead and use it some more. I have my basket so we can start putting some things away that are up here. I have my project empties over here, and then these are just the products that I rotate out every 2 to 3 weeks. I did finally finish out the NYX Marshmallow Primer, so that is in my empties bucket. I'll be talking about that sometime in the future. I also finished out that Becca under eye corrector, so that's also used up. These two right here are almost completely empty. I am more than halfway through the Laura Geller, more than halfway through this one, more than halfway through the Juvia's Place, more than halfway through the CoverGirl Outlast Extreme Wear foundations. Almost done with these. So yeah, I think by the time I do the next rotation, at least the mascaras will all be finished. I'm also working on this little tiny hydrating primer from Tarte, and then almost finally finished with these lippies from CoverGirl. I have the full spectrum. That one is almost done. And then the one from the Balm, Meet Matte Hues. This shade is an Honest, so that one is finally almost empty. Still working on my Studio Makeup Tinted Moisturizer. This one is a little bit too deep for me, so I mainly just use it as a kind of a liquid bronzer. All right, so let's start pulling everything from here that I'm going to put back and throw that into the basket so we can get it put away, so we can pull out some new things. Let's start with the Hello Fab. This is from Pharmacy. This is the Coconut Skin Smoothing Primer. This is a really nice primer. It's very, very glowy though. When I first apply it, it kind of looks like I'm putting on like a pink highlighter all over my face, but once it sets down, it just leaves this really beautiful glowy finish to the skin. I have oily skin, so like overall glowy look all the time is not something that I'm going for, but I really did enjoy this. This was a nice primer. I pulled out my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Matte Primer. This one I added to the rotation after I finished doing the last Shop My Stash. This one is almost gone, so I'm mainly just going ahead and emptying this one. So I think I'm going to put it, see if it will fit on this side since I'm just using it up. All right, so yeah, so that's now a product empties because it is almost finished. We're going to put back my Ultimate Cover from LA Colors. Love this concealer. The Screen Queen foundation from Milani in Deep Tan. This is one of my all-time favorite foundations. Unfortunately, I think it's been discontinued. I can't find it in Ulta. It's no longer available on the Milani website. This is one of my most favorite foundations. It leaves the skin very smooth and it gives you a medium to full coverage, but it looks like skin and it just lasts all day. Love this foundation. This was actually a repurchase, so this is my second bottle. Unfortunately, if it has been discontinued, I will not be able to get it again, but I love this formula. And we're going to put back all of the lippies I pulled out. This is the one from CoverGirl, 24 Hour Matte. Love this one. This one's from Kiko Milano. This was part of the Lost in Amalfi collection. Lasting Matte Lip Color. This one is okay. It's pretty thin, and I feel like it does get kind of crackly throughout the day, so I'm not really loving the formula. I might put this one in a Project Empties once I finish out that one from the Balm and just go ahead and try to use it up. We're going to put back our Lunar Beauty matte lipstick. This one is absolutely beautiful. This one is in Hallows Eve. It's just a gorgeous orange. Love this one. I'm going to go ahead and keep the under eye corrector from Milani out. This has been here for my last few rotations. I'm just going to go ahead and keep that one kicking in here. We have the brow pencil from, what is this, She? We're going to keep that in here. I am going to put back the Seraphim Luna liner. I do not like this one. This has a very thick, like felt tip to it that just does not give you a smooth line. It is so freaking difficult to work with. I feel like it runs out of ink really quickly and I have to kind of like run it over my hand to get the ink going again. Don't like this one. I am going to keep my Bella Forever Brown liner in here. I'm going to keep out the one from Mally and then the NYX Lift and Snatch brow pen. I'm going to keep this one out too. I am going to put back this mascara from Item Beauty. It is the Lash Snack Leafing Mascara. It's okay. I'm going to go ahead and put that back. I'm going to keep out my concealer from She Glam. I am going to put back these Ultra Blotted Lips from ColourPop. These are part of the, hold on a second. These are part of the Clay It Cool collection. I'll admit, I am not a huge fan of these. They're supposed to be ultra blotted lips, like matte lips, like ultra blotted matte lips, but they're not very matte. They're more like a balm formula. They're not like even satin or semi-matte. And I just don't think they really do anything for my lips. They don't really like smooth or plump them up or anything. The formula is decent, but I think what I'm going to do is take these two and the other ones that are part of this collection and just pass them on to my daughter, because it's not, the formula itself is not bad, it's just not for me. We're going to put back our Tinkerbell ColourPop. I think that's everything as far as over here. Rather than pulling out a new concealer, I think I'm just going to focus on this. This is from e.l.f. This is the HD Mattifying Cream Foundation. I freaking love this one. Unfortunately, it has been discontinued. They no longer make it. As you can see, I have panned this. I've put a nice little dent in this. I'm going to use this as my concealer for this next rotation and see how much more of a dent I can get into it. I really would like to get this one used up. So rather than pulling out another concealer, I'm just going to use this one as my concealer for this rotation. I'm also still working on my two AOA Studio Cream highlighters. You can see I made a much bigger dent in that one. These are Project Empties. Almost forgot about the Cab Beauty Setting Powder. This one is so pretty. It leaves a very soft, light kind of glow to the skin. It reminds me a lot of that Halo Glow powder from e.l.f., but not as glowy. What I've been doing since it is so glowy is I use this, set my face all over with this one. And then I take this one from Kiko Milano. This is the fixing powder, and I just take a little bit specifically in my T-zone just to kind of mattify this area since that Cab one is so glowy. But yeah, I've really been enjoying that powder combination. I'm going to go ahead and switch out my setting sprays too. This one is from Kimchi Chick Beauty. This is the Stage Proof setting spray. I've really been enjoying this. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one back and pick out a new setting spray. Let me show you guys real quick the progress I have made on my Juno Moonshine Miracle Cream. I've been working on emptying this one as well. As you can see, I am more than halfway finished. I'm probably about 3/4 of a way. This one should be completely used up by the time I do my next Shop My Stash rotation. I've been enjoying it. It's supposed to like blur your pores and stuff. It doesn't really do much for like blurring, but it does hydrate. It does leave my skin looking smoother, so I've been enjoying it. Over here is where I've kept my bronzers, my blushes, my highlighters. I am going to put all of the Cherry Blossom blushes I pulled out from AOA Studio back. Every single one of these is really pretty. This one, which is called Eurokobe, I think that's how you say that. This one is very light on my skin. Like I really have to build this one up. This one may end up being a declutter later. My favorite one though that I have been absolutely loving is this one. This one is called Raku. It is just the perfect toasty peachy brown. I have been loving this one. I have pulled it out so much. I could actually see myself repurchasing this if I should pan it and it's still available. It's so pretty. I'm also going to go ahead and put back all of the cream blushes from AOA Studio. And enjoying these as well. Got some pretty good use out of everything that I pulled over here. I'm going to put back the jelly highlighter from e.l.f. in Dew. We're also going to put back the LYS Satin Matte Bronzer. The shade is in Medium Harmony. I was worried that this was going to be too light on me, but actually it's been perfect. It's not too light, not too deep, just warm and toasty enough. I have been loving this bronzer. And then we're also going to put back the Wayne Goss Vivid Azalea Blush and Highlighter Duo. You guys, this one is so super pigmented. You want to go into this with the lightest hand. Like take your brush, lightly dip into it just once, and just blend it onto your cheek. If you go in more than once, it is going to be way too pigmented, way too bright. I mean, they don't call it Vivid Azalea for nothing. This shade is stunning. The only thing that I'm going to keep in here is the Tarte Glow Wand. I mean, it's just really little small little sample that I got. My last Ulta order, I think it was. So I figured I'd just keep this in here and kind of use it up. I am enjoying it. It's a really nice kind of an icy highlighter. So we're going to go ahead and keep this one in here. I'm going to go ahead and put my Mandalorian and It's Freaking Bats palettes in here since I don't have any room for them over here. We're going to go ahead and put this stuff away, and then we're going to pick out some new products for this next rotation. Alright, so let's first pick out a foundation. And I already know that I want to pull out this one from CoverGirl. This is the Skin Milk in Tan. I've almost used up about half of it. A lot of people in the summer and spring months, they like to use the Skin Tans and the tinted moisturizers because they're more lightweight. For me, I like to use these types of products more in the kind of fall and winter. And the reason for that is that my skin is oily. If I were to use a product like this in the summer, it literally would just melt off my face. It would not do me any good. So I prefer the foundations that have more staying power during those months. But in the winter and the fall, I'm not getting as oily. So products like this are just like perfect for this time of year. So this is the one that we are going to pull out for this rotation. All right, so let's pick out a primer and a setting powder. For primer, I think I'm going to go with my Poreless Putty Primer from e.l.f. I have not used this one in a while, so we're going to go ahead and pull this one out. Now remember, I do still have the one from Laura Geller and the Wet n Wild one, as well as the Tarte one that I am currently working through. So let's pick out a powder now. We're going to take this one. This is from Milani. This is the Translucent Light Medium. I forget what this one is called. The Make It Last setting powder. This one is such a lightweight, very finely milled powder. Love this one. So we're going to pull this one out for this rotation. Like I said, I'm just going to be using this e.l.f. mattifying or matte cream foundation as my concealer, so we're not going to worry about getting a concealer. All right, now I want to go ahead and pull out some lippies. I know that I want to pull this one from LA Colors. The shade is in Whipped. Beautiful, perfect orange, so we're going to pull this one out. And I also like to have like a pink, more of a neutral, more of a red. I am still working on this one from CoverGirl, so we're just going to use that as the red, but I do want something on the pink side. Not anything like too super bright. I did a huge declutter of my lip products and got rid of a lot of things, so I have like way less than I used to have, so I don't have as many as I did before. So let's see, I want something over here. My pink, that's an orange, that's a red. Doesn't have anything. Actually, you know what? This one, we're going to pull this one out. This one is called 21 Questions, and this one is from ColourPop. It's a blotted lip. Such a soft little pink, so we're going to pull this one out. And then I also want to pull this one out from, this is from Kimchi Chick. This is the collaboration between Trixie and Kimchi. So I think I want to try to get some more use out of this. And so we're going to put that in this rotation. So that just leaves some more neutral. What do I have over here? I used this Jason Wu recently. Oh, that's more orange. Like a lot of my more neutral tones I did put away. I mean, I did get rid of a lot of things, so I think I'm gonna go with this one. This one was from the collaboration with ColourPop and Hocus Pocus last year. There's a shade, I cannot read it. It's so freaking small. But yeah, I think this is the one I'm going to pull out as my neutral. So that just leaves blushes and highlighter. I do have that Tarte Shape Tape wand, and I do have the ones that I'm currently trying to pan. I think I'm going to pull some palettes this time for highlighter. I think I want to pull out this one. This is the Full Spectrum from CoverGirl. I absolutely adore these, but I have not pulled them out in a while, so I think I want to do this one. I think I also want to take this one from Beauty Bakery. This is the Milk and Honey one. I like it, but I'm still not sure if it's something that I want to keep in my collection for the long run. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this one out too so I can kind of test it out some more. That's going to be it for highlighter, and now blushes. Definitely want to get some more use out of this Nude Ego Flatter Me palette. I just got this one from Beauty Bay. Oh my god, these tones are so freaking pretty. So like every kind of like warm, neutral, pinky tone, so toasty shade here. It's going to be covered in this palette. And I do have orange blushes in here, but I think I want to pull something out. It's more orange. Do I have anything in here? I don't think so. I think I want to pull out... Ooh, this is a tough one. I have this one from Udenzai. The shade is an Orange Sunny. Beautiful orange. So I have that as a possibility. And then I also have this one from Juvia's Place. I haven't used these in a while. I don't remember. Did I pull this out in my first rotation? I think I did. So yeah, we're not gonna pull that one. I think I'm just gonna pull this one. And are there any like creams that I wanted to pull out here? I think I want to grab one of these. I'm still undecided if I want to keep these blush sticks. These are from ColourPop. They've stayed in my collection since my last two declutters. I've kind of made it through those, but I'm going to go ahead and pull these to see if I definitely want to keep them or not. So this one and this one. This one is Coastal Drive, and then this one is Picnic Time. This one is a little bit lighter in tone, so I just want to play with these some more to see if I do in fact want to keep them in my collection or declutter them in December when I do my big declutter. Now we need a bronzer, and I already know which one I'm going to pull out. I am going to pull out this one from Viseart. This one is the Bronze Noisette. I think that's what that is called. I don't know the shade or anything. Wait, is the shade here? The shade might be here. Maybe Noisette is the shade. This is my very first Viseart product ever, so I do want to play around with this one. So this is going to be our bronzer for this rotation. I have so many highlighters, y'all. Woo! Tell you what. All right, for mascara, I'm going to pull out this one. This is the Essence Another Volume Just Better Mascara. I'll tell you right now, it is not just better, but I do kind of want to use this up. So we're going to pull this one out. I want to pull out anything else. I think it's going to be it. So we're going to take this one. And then for liner, I'm going to pull out this one. This is from Kimchi Cheek. This is just the, I don't know what this is called. It's a brush liner. It's one of these types of applicators. So we're going to pull this one out. And then the last thing is going to be a setting spray. And I think we're going to be good. So for setting spray, we're going to pull out this one. This is from Revolution. This is the Conceal and Define Infinite 16-Hour Wear. I've never worn this for 16 hours, so I don't know if it actually lasts for that long, but it's a decent primer. It's mattifies pretty nicely, so we're going to pull this one. I am more than halfway empty with this, and I think I'm about right here, so this one might actually be emptied by the time I do my next Shop My Stash. So we're going to use this one as our setting spray, and that is everything. I'm going to go ahead and organize everything over here, and then I will show you what it looks like when I'm done. So this is everything organized. We are ready to go. I did realize that I forgot to pull out a highlighter, so I went ahead and grabbed this one from Glamlight. This is the Mimosa. This was part of that cocktail collection. The wine palette and that margarita palette were part of the same collection. This is just a really pretty kind of a yellow gold, so I thought I'd pull this one out and try to get some more use out of it, so we're going to use this one. So that's going to be it for this Shop My Stash. Looking forward to getting some more use out of everything that I pulled out of here. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. It really does help with my channel. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Would love to have you as part of my little family over here in my corner of the beauty world. Make sure you tap the notification bell so you get notified of any videos coming up in the future. You can also follow me on my other socials. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Be safe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.